Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a different type of video, but it's because you wanted different type of content. Although it's really the same content because it's still nursing related. But as I'm talking about my nursing journey, starting at 17 to now 29 years old, I kind of give you an overview of my nursing journey. So as I do that, I got ready and here I am. I actually started my nursing career back in high school, and it was my senior year of high school. I graduated at the age of 17 because I am a November baby. So I've actually always been interested in the medical field, and initially I wanted to become a pediatrician, and that quickly went down the drain. That just was not going to be something that I wanted. But eventually down the road realized that I can't work with kids. I like kids, don't take me wrong. I don't have any kids, but I can't. I probably just cry with them, and I can't. So all my nursing career has been with adults. The other reason why I decided to become a nurse was because my mom was a CNA. She had became a CNA back when I was a teenager. So, and she still is a CNA, and I think that kind of just inspired me. You know, we always, well, most of us always look up to our parents and want to be like them. So I decided that I wanted to be a nurse because I really enjoyed helping other people, and I wanted to be like my mom. Because she was helping others. So that's why I went into nursing. And also I figured I had already done, I guess, research in regards to the nursing career, because I really didn't want, well, first of all, I am the first person in my family to like graduate from college and all that. So I'm first generation Mexican American. And my parents, you know, they didn't go to school here. They're from Mexico. And so the whole FAFSA thing was completely new, and my parents didn't want me to get FAFSA or anything like that. So I never applied for FAFSA because they thought that I would eventually have to pay back like the government. But I mean, now I'm like, damn, I could have gotten at least some help with school. But so all my schooling, actually, my parents and I helped me pay for my prereqs, my nursing school, and I have paid my way through my bachelor's program and currently paying my way through NP school. So yeah, it's been a lot of hard work for my parents and I, and they're a big part of my success in my nursing career. I found out that there was an ROP nursing program in high school, so I did that my senior year because that was the only time I could do it, that I could actually be in that program. And in that program, it was a whole year long, and I decided that I wanted to get into that program, so I did it, and at the end I would end up getting my CNA license. And so I was like, heck yes, this is like the perfect opportunity to go into to start off my nursing career and see if I really like it. And of course I ended up liking it. I love helping people, so, and just making their lives better. So then I did that, and my nursing instructor in high school, she was amazing, and she always was so encouraging, because I've always been the type of person, I'm very shy and I'm very like quiet, and she always encouraged me so much to keep going to school and pursue my nursing degree. So she was also a big influence in that in this journey of mine. So I was doing that, and I was actually doing clinicals while I was in school. So certain days of the week I would, after school, like at 4:30, I would go do my clinicals after school. So at that time, I had already decided, like I said, that I wanted to be a nurse, and I didn't apply for FAFSA. So I didn't even apply for any other colleges other than community college, because I knew that that's where I was gonna go. That's where the nursing program was at. I am super close to my parents, so, and to my family, so I couldn't see myself just packing my stuff and leaving for school. No, I just can't do that. And so that's why I just stayed here locally, and the program was available here. There's actually multiple programs, associate and bachelor programs available. My first job ever was a CNA, and that was at the age of 18. And at that time, I actually got a job as a CNA on a med-surg tele floor here at a community college that was in town. A community hospital that was here in town. And that was probably like the best decision ever, because med-surg tele is such a great place to start your nursing career. I learned so much as a CNA, which if you guys want to watch a video about the benefits of becoming a CNA, I will link it up here. And also, if you guys are interested in finding out if actually becoming a CNA is actually like, if it really did help me become an RN, I will also post that video up here, because it's two separate videos. As I was working as a CNA, I actually was doing my prereqs at the community college. So I was working part-time as a CNA and doing and going to school full-time. So that helped me save money for school. Then 18 months after I finished my my prereqs, because right after high school, you guys, I just went to college and just tried to finish my prereqs as soon as possible, because I really just wanted to get it over with and just, you know, become a nurse and not stay in school forever. So at that time, 18 months later, I find out at the perfect time, you guys, like I swear God just works in amazing ways. And like everything that's happened to me in my life, not just in nursing, God just comes in, and I don't know, like everything just happens for a reason. So I finished my prereqs, and I need a little bit more here. I finished my prereqs, and I found out that there was this great, amazing opportunity at the community college where I was working at. I keep saying community college. At the community hospital where I was working at, where it was called the Paradigm Program. So what was happening was that if you were an employee there at the community hospital, they were sponsoring you to get into the nursing program. You had to, of course, go through the TEAS test. You had to go through an interview, which, oh my God, you guys, Jesus. Oh my God. If I could just, I probably need to like make another video about my interview, but I had like this whole panel interview with all like the chiefs of the hospital, like the chief of nursing and all the managers from all the different departments, and I freaking started to cry. Yes, I started to cry at that interview because they asked me like why I wanted to become a nurse, and I just wanted it so bad, you guys. You know, I'm the type of person that just plans everything like in their head, and if something doesn't go like the way I plan it, I kind of freak out. And I know that's horrible, but that's probably where my just anxiety comes in. But I freaking started bawling. I cried at that interview, and of course I did not get chosen on the first like the first cut they did, but luckily there was more like seats available that were opened up. So then I came in and did end up getting a position in that program. So I was so grateful. I mean, they were all super sweet, but I'm just like I'm really quiet and shy and just freaking out, and like, oh, it was horrible. I can't believe I cried at that interview. Jesus Christ. Yes, my interview skills have definitely gotten better because I've been through quite a lot of interviews since then, but that was a horrible experience. So anyways, I did the Paradigm program. That usually the nursing program that I did was, it was an associate program. So because it was an associate program, it's usually 2 years, but the Paradigm program was 18 months. So the 18 months freaking flew by, but keep in mind that, oh, I didn't tell you guys. So what happened is that, okay, they sponsor you to get into the program. Well, if you had FAFSA, of course, that would pay for your tuition. But like I said, I never applied for FAFSA. And so my parents and I were paying for my tuition, my books, and everything. But the amazing thing was that because I was part of this Paradigm program, I was able to take in all my receipts to the hospital and present them to the HR, and they would reimburse me all that money that I had already put in for tuition and books in exchange of actually working for them. I think it was 3 or 4 years, depending on how much you got reimbursed. So I ended up, my contract was, I believe, 3 years, and of course it was like a win-win. Like, you're a new grad and you're going into this nursing program and you know that you're gonna have a job at the end. That's amazing. So I said, heck yeah. So I was so happy. So like, that's why I say that God just works in amazing ways. The program started January of 2010 and the program was gonna end May of 2011. So of course, into my 3rd semester, I start getting a bunch of anxiety, and I even experienced panic attacks because I was so stressed out with nursing school. And I think a lot of it was, of course, like me, because of my anxiety, but I felt so much pressure to deliver, and I don't want to cry because I just had like a lot of pressure on myself that I was putting on myself, because one, my parents were helping me get through this, and at that time I wasn't doing really good with my classes. I was getting like a C, and really it doesn't really matter if you're getting C's in nursing school. Like, who the heck cares? That doesn't define what kind of nurse you will be. But I was just putting this stress on myself because at the end of the day, I wasn't getting this money handed to. Like, my parents were helping me. I was, you know, working as a CNA, paying for my stuff. So I really didn't want to disappoint my parents. And I think, I mean, they wouldn't tell me anything, but it's just that pressure, you guys. And I think as like 1st generation, at least for me and my brothers, I feel like we felt a lot of pressure to be like, not to be the best, but to deliver to our parents, because they, you know, oh my god, I don't want to cry because our parents have sacrificed a lot for us. So that was part of it. And then the other thing was that the hospital was sponsoring me to get, you know, to go through this program, and I didn't want to fail. What the heck is this? I didn't want to like fail, like I was gonna look like a dummy, like, because the whole, you know, my whole colleagues knew that I was in the program, and you know, like all this pressure that I was putting on myself because nobody was telling me anything. But anyway, so I started getting anxiety and panic attacks. Like, it was so bad. One day, I remember it was October, and I freaking left class early after lunch. I didn't even go into class. I came back from lunch and I all of a sudden just started getting like really bad anxiety, and I like told my friend, because I would ride with her, that I had to leave because I didn't feel well. And I didn't even make it down the block. It was like half a block. I parked my car at a Carl's Jr. parking lot, and I had a full freaking blown panic attack. And like I just literally like couldn't even breathe, you guys. Like couldn't even freaking breathe. Like it was horrible. I mean, I was like calling like my friend, my boyfriend. Well, he was my friend at the time, but they were all like trying to calm me down. And so she was a sweetheart and like went and picked me up. Although she didn't. Did she pick me up? Or did I drive my car? I think I drove my car and I followed her or something. But anyways, I ended up having to go to the hospital. But of course, like, I went to the doctor and they do like EKG and all that stuff. And she ended up giving me hydroxyzine, the NP I was seeing. And I took that. I think it was just like 5 pills that she gave me. She gave me like very little pills. And I think I took it like maybe 3 times because it was just too much. And it was all this pressure that I was putting on myself. And like I said, nobody was telling me anything. But so then I graduated nursing school May 2011. I took my NCLEX July. I think it was like the week before 4th of July, because I found out July 5th that I got my license. And it's funny because I was actually asleep in bed, and one of my like instructors from school that worked there at the hospital where I was at, she called me up and she told me, oh, you passed, like congratulations, you passed your NCLEX. Which that is even more crazy because I couldn't believe her. I was like, okay, thanks, right? Like, but I had to see it for myself, like, yes, I passed. So anyways, I passed. But when I went to go take the test, oh my god, I literally left that testing center crying because I got 265 questions. And here you guys see, you know, you're taking this test and they tell you like 75 questions is the minimum. And so I start seeing people stand up like 75, 125, and here I am at 265 questions. Oh my god, I was freaking out. So when I left, I was crying. As you guys can tell, I'm a little crybaby. I'm a super sensitive person. And yeah, that was crazy. So after that, like I said, I started working on MedSurg Tele, which very grateful for the amazing opportunity to work on MedSurg Tele because I learned a lot, like a lot. And working there it's just like the foundation of my nursing career. And I've also made videos on that, you guys. The pros, I'll link up here, the pros to bedside nursing, and also the cons to bedside nursing up here. So I worked night shift, day shift, and that within itself was crazy. But night shift, oh my god, no, I would never do night shift again. But anyways, so I did MedSurg from 2011 to 2015. 11, 12, 13, wait, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 4 years, almost 4 years there, when I just you know, bedside nursing is crazy, you guys. And it's a lot of hard freaking work. And I'm not saying like any other nursing job is not hard work, because it is. But if you've worked at the bedside, you guys know how freaking crazy it is. And don't get me wrong, I learned a lot, but I just couldn't take it anymore. I'd be here, and I was staying there because one, I was scared of like trying something new and not liking it, and just pretty much because of fear and being comfortable there. And like I said, I got really mad one day and I said, oh, forget it. So I start looking up like all these jobs, and I applied anywhere and everywhere. Well, not anywhere and everywhere. I was being very picky and choosy because I wanted good retirement, and I wanted all that, you know, good stuff. And retirement is so important, and I can't believe I didn't start earlier. But anyways, that's a whole different story. So also the other thing that kept me there was because, of course, I was comfortable. I knew people there, and my friends were all there, and at the same time I had just bought a house at the age of 23, and I didn't want to leave that, you know, steady income that was coming in and then leave and then I couldn't pay my damn house. But anyways, once again, I actually had went to an interview. I had like interviews in 1 week. I had like 4 interviews. I swear, like I said, God works in amazing ways. And on one day I went to 3 different interviews, and on that same day they called me back for 2 jobs that same day, telling me, like offering me the job. One was gonna be at a clinic, and then the other one was gonna be at an ambulatory infusion center, which I was aiming more for that one until I realized that it was just gonna be like $1 more for me to drive 30-40 minutes to the next town. I was like, yeah, that's not worth it. So I said no. So then I decided to just risk it and wait for the other opportunity that I really wanted, and took me forever to find out I got it, but I got it, and I'm so grateful. I've been at that facility ever since 2015. I had a job there as a primary care clinic nurse, and I met like amazing people. I have very good friends there, and I learned so much in primary care. When I was in the primary care clinic, I realized, like, did I spray my face already? I don't even know. I don't think I did. I don't know. So when I was in the primary care clinic, I was triaging patients, and I was pretty much, you know, I'm triaging these patients, except I'm not doing the plan of care because the provider would do that. So then I was like, this is like an NP role. So then providers I would work with and patients, actually very kind of them, they would be like, oh, like you'd be a good NP. And I never really, I had thought about it, but I just didn't feel like I was smart enough to do it, and I didn't want to fail, and I didn't want to look dumb if I had to like drop out or whatever. Plus, of course, once again, I had to pay for it myself, so that was another issue. And and yeah, I said, oh my god, like these people that I look up to, like these providers that I look up to, actually believe in me and see something in me. Like, why can I not see that within myself? There's always people throughout my entire life and my entire nursing journey who come into my life for like at the specific, like at the perfect timing, and there's people who really believe in me and just push me to believe in myself. Just very grateful for those people, and I'm sure they know who they are. Also, so anyway, so I was there, and then I was in the primary care clinic for 3 years, and then I decided that I was gonna transfer to another department, which is my current position, which is utilization review, and I love it there. And I also have a video on that. So I have a what I did as a primary care clinic nurse video. So if you guys want to watch that, I'll link it up here. And I also have a video on what I do as a utilization review nurse, so I'll link that up here as well. So anyways, so I started my NP journey back in last year, January of 2018, and I'm supposed to graduate summer of 2020, but of course clinicals is a pain in the butt to find somebody. It's so freaking hard, you guys. You guys enjoy this type of video because you guys, I made a poll on Instagram and you guys said you guys wanted like nursing and more, which, what does that mean, you guys? Nursing and more. Tell me what you guys want down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, because if you did, I'll make more videos like this. Or let me know if you want like specific topics or specific videos that you guys want. I'm down. I'm here for you. I want to give you as much information as I can as possible. And at this point, I don't know if I need to venture out like away from nursing. Like, do you guys want vlogs? Let me know what you want and I will deliver to you. So make sure to give this video a like, make sure to subscribe, and if you guys are interested in any other videos, I will post them right here. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!